Hi, this is Alex from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got another book on record episode to do. Today's book is Lassie in Her Day in the Sun from 1977. So let's get started.
Hi, boys and girls. I'm your Peter Pan storyteller. When you hear this sound, turn the page. Now, let's read together. Lassie and Her Day in the Sun. Lassie was a happy dog who lived on a pretty farm with many friendly neighbors. She loved the cows and the chickens and the pigs and even the butterflies. Every day she would romp in the sun and make sure everything was all right on the farm. Then she would run off and visit the neighbors, who were always glad to see her. All the animals loved Lassie, too. They knew she was gentle and kind and would never disturb them while they were resting or eating. She would trot along from one to the other, greeting them with a happy little bark. One day, Lassie was stretched out in her favorite spot by the side of the road when Mr. Briggs, the rural mail carrier, drove by.
What a lazy life that dog leads. Nothing to do but lie in the sun and sleep the day away. I'll bet she can't even roll over or sit up and beg. She's just a good-for-nothing.
As Mr. Briggs drove off, Lassie got up and stretched. Soon she trotted over to the Smith's place to see the new puppies. She had been there when they were born, and now she liked to watch them grow. Every morning she would play with them for a little while. But the puppies weren't in their pen. Someone had left the gate open, and they had gotten out onto the road. And worse yet, a big truck was coming. The poor little puppies didn't know the danger they were in. They went right on tumbling across the road and stopping to roll in the dust. They were so small the driver didn't even see them, and suddenly the truck was almost on top of them. Lassie ran in front of the truck as fast as she could, jumping and barking wildly at the driver.
Say, what's going on here? What are you doing in the middle of the road? I almost hit you with my truck. Oh, I see. It's the puppies. Well, you sure warned me just in time. Those pups are lucky to have a brave friend like you.
Oh, Lassie, I saw what happened from my window. I don't know how that gate was left open, but you saved my puppies, and now you've brought them back home. Thank you, Lassie. Good dog.
As Lassie ran along the lane that led to the Green's house, she smelled smoke. Mr. Green had left leaves burning in the backyard, and a strong wind had come up. Now the flames had spread to a field of tall weeds, and the fire was getting higher and higher. Somehow, Lassie had to get help.
Gracious, what's all that scratching at the back door? Come on, Tommy, let's go see what's wrong. I never heard such a commotion.
Oh, Lassie, it's you!
What's the matter, girl?
What's going on out here?
Uh-oh, the fire has spread to the weeds. I'll take care of it. I'll get the garden hose. Tommy, turn on the water. We'll have this fire off in no time. Phew, it's a good thing Lassie warned us in time. There, that's it.
Thank you, Lassie. You prevented a bad fire. It might have burned down our garage. Gee, the wind wasn't blowing at all when Dad went to burn the leaves. I'm sure glad you happened to come along at the right time. You're a good neighbor, Lassie. Shake hands.
Now turn the record over to the other side. Lassie went on her way and stopped at a stream for a drink. Little Mac was looking into the water while his mother picked apples nearby.
Pretty fishies.
While trying to get a closer look at the fishes, little Mac lost his balance and fell into the water. He kicked his feet and thrashed his arms, but he couldn't stay afloat. Quick as a wink, Lassie plunged into the water. She grabbed little Mac by the seat of his pants and swiftly pulled him to safety.
Lassie, Lassie, you saved my little boy. I didn't know he was so close to the water. Oh, how wonderful you are. I'm going to save you a big, juicy bone from dinner. Thank you, Lassie, with all my heart.
Doggone these sheep. I just can't seem to get them through the gate today. They've been out grazing for hours. It's time to bring them home. I sure could use some help. Well, I'll think of something, or my name isn't Farmer Bell. Say, Lassie, you really know how to herd sheep. Why, you got them through the gate in no time. You've been a great help, and I really appreciate it.
Lassie trotted over to visit Mrs. Lawson and found her dozing in her easy chair. Something was burning in the kitchen. Lassie's nose twitched, and she began to bark. Mrs. Lawson went right on snoozing, so Lassie tugged on her skirt until she woke up.
The stew. It's a good thing you woke me, Lassie. Your dinner would have been ruined. Now I'll just add some more water and everything will be fine.
Lassie wandered down to Mr. Neal's pasture. A group of chattering children were hanging on the fence.
Let's take a shortcut through the pasture. Okay, we've gathered plenty of hazelnuts for today.
Last one over the fence is a rotten egg.
Let's go!
But Mr. Neal's bad-tempered bull didn't want anyone in his pasture. He charged right at the children. Lassie saw the bull coming and snapped and barked at it. The bull turned away from the children and started chasing Lassie, who could easily outrun him. The children quickly ran across the pasture.
If Lassie hadn't come along, we never would have had a chance. That's right. Thanks, Lassie.
Lassie, all tired out, went back home to her favorite spot on the side of the road. Soon after, Mr. Briggs drove by. He put the mail in the box and shook his head disgustedly.
Look at that dog. She hasn't moved since we were here early this morning. What a lazy, useless animal. She sure doesn't do anything to earn her keep. All she does is curl up on that spot and let the world go by.
Lassie raised her head as the car drove away. She opened her mouth a little, and it looked as if she might be laughing. Perhaps she was.
So that was Lassie and her day in the sun. Now, it seemed like there was some pages missing. So that's why I was looking through the book looking for what they were talking about. So please like and subscribe. And if you like, subscribe, share, comment, and have a groovy day. And our next book will be The Lone Ranger.